gives me great pleasure to say a few words about Hilda Canter. I got to know Hilda in the mid-1980s. I had been collaborating with Guy Willoughby, who worked in the same institute, the Freshwater Biological Association labs at Windermere, looking at fish parasites. In the mid-80s I got a job at Newcastle and I took over the post of the phycologist, so I thought it would be fun to actually look at some algal parasites instead of fish parasites. And someone had pointed me in the direction of Hilda as being the authority on chytrid parasites of diatoms. My first meeting with Hilda did not go particularly well. We met over lunch at the FBA when I was visiting a student that I was sharing with Guy Willoughby at the time. And I introduced myself and said I was someone who liked to do some horticultural work on chytrid parasites, and they would be fun to play with. And Hilda gave me this withering look and said that her parasites were far too important for someone just to play with. And I thought, well, I've blown that particular avenue of collaboration. However, a few weeks later, Hilda wrote me a very gracious letter saying she would be quite interested in having some EM work done on her parasites. And so that started a very fruitful collaboration which lasted over a decade. And I would go across to Hilda's lab and with my box of fixatives and kill her cultures and take them back to Newcastle and work with them. And during that process, Hilda and her husband John were in the process of trying to put together this book on freshwater algae. And I got to see the amazing photographs that Hilda had been producing. Not only was she a very fine technical photographer, but she had a real artist's eye for composition. And her photographs are not just records of the algae, they're all so beautiful images in their own right.